Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Moving Mad. And we must begin by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, including Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to kind of grow. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, I just came across a video on TikTok by a young lady that goes by the name of Fat Fab Feminist. Or is it Fat? No, yeah, it's definitely Fat Fab Feminist. Yes, that makes more sense. That rolls off the tongue so much more better. But I'm going to read you a cheeky little screenshot to begin with, okay? Now, this screenshot, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, says, "You are pushing being morbidly obese. Your stomach should not be reaching your knees. It's not healthy. Yes, health. People who watch you will be tricked into thinking that being obese is perfectly okay for them. But just because you're happy in your delusion, get help mentally and physically. Nobody actually thinks being obese is okay. Nobody actually likes their disfigured, flabby body, no matter how many times they say they do. That's why you get so offended that fat actresses are losing weight." And that is referencing to Rebel Wilson, but let's continue. "Because you secretly want to, but don't have the willpower to stop shoveling food in your pit of a body." Now, obviously, at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now about to play you her response to that screenshot, because she's the one that actually posted herself on TikTok, if you dig what I'm saying. But let's get into it.
Make one thing perfectly clear. Nothing that any of you say will ever change my opinion on myself. I have worked for a decade to get to a place where I'm comfortable with myself. Do you think I'm going to allow some random stranger with an anonymous profile to make me feel bad about myself? Absolutely not. You don't know anything about me, you don't know anything about my health, and there's no way in hell I am going to spend all of that time learning to love myself, learning to accept myself, and then letting some little paragraph from somebody who's upset with themselves on the internet make me feel bad about myself.
So as you saw there, ladies and gentlemen, her reply was rather fascinating, if I do so say myself. In fact, it's crazy because I feel like she was speaking for every single person out here that is overweight, that is at a stage in their life where not only are they overweight, but they're even morbidly obese, let alone obese. And let's not get it twisted. Even when you are obese, you should be looking to change your life. Even when you're overweight way too much. However, we can put that in, whether that's fat, plus size, I don't know anymore, because in the world that we live in, fat, plus size, obese, depending on who you are, you have different categories, right? So I can't really speak on that, but the bottom line is this: once you get to a stage where your body is unhealthy, your body is unhealthy. And just because you're young and you're not getting any diagnosis, it doesn't mean it won't catch up with you at some point. How many people do you see in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s who are overweight? Think about that. And who are still mobile. Think about that. But this young lady here, she was talking as if she's talking for everyone. And it's crazy because her response was just easy pickings. When I say easy pickings, I mean it's like she was opening up for my response. And my response is very, very simple here. She can stand there, gloating and talking about how it took her forever to love herself. But listen, young lady, I'm not going to say that she doesn't love herself, but one thing that I am going to say for sure is this though. No matter how much you love yourself, your body doesn't love you. Okay? I'll say that one more time. No matter how much you love yourself, your body doesn't love you. And now let me emphasize on what I'm talking about. If you are at a stage when you are morbidly obese, your stomach is hanging down to the lower parts of your body. And I don't mean to say that in a disgusting way. I'm just giving it based on the details that was given within this video. Understand that you are prone to so many diagnoses. And understand that when these diagnoses come, depending on what country, but let's say she's in the States, because I'm assuming that she's from America. Unless you got insurance, it's going to cost you a lot of money to be going in and out of seeing those doctors, possibly even a surgeon. Think about the expenses. What then? So she's more than happy being on this platform, potentially influencing others to stay in this state where clearly it's going to affect their bank account. And don't get me wrong, I understand that there is somewhat of a insurance policy that you get if you're a certain way. I'm not really too sure because of I'm not American. But either way though, this money is coming out of a taxpayer, right? Is it fair for people who work long and hard to be paying for your health because you did not want to do anything about it? For whatever reason you had, oh yeah, my apologies, is because she spent so many years of her life learning to love herself, teaching herself to love herself, when she could have spent those years of her life actually bettering her mental and physical health. It is quite fascinating, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen, how people brag about, I spent so long working on myself. I spent so long making sure that I got to a point where I accepted who I was and who I am. No matter the size that I am, no matter who I am, I could be a complete douchebag of a person. But the fact is that all those years they spent time doing that, they could have used those years to improve themselves mentally as a person and improve themselves physically as well. So I am sick and tired of hearing... You hear the sirens, right? The sirens are coming for these clowns. The sirens are coming for these people who are saying these madness things. Love me, hate me. End of the day, it is very, very simple. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. But understand this though. If you're loving yourself but your body is actually in pain, or your body's gonna get to that point where it's gonna be in pain of a diagnosis, understand that love that you said you had for yourself, it was just a cover-up for how your body was really feeling. Nonetheless though, you let me know what you think about Fat Fab Feminist. Is she right or am I wrong? I wonder if she's gonna get her TikTok trolls all after me. I don't know, but I'll be ready. Nonetheless, like, subscribe. Peace.